Okay, guys, so I was channeling this song today, and it's by Allison Williams, and it's called Just Call My Name, okay? And I was channeling it, and I went back, because I always remember that song from way back when, and I thought it was more of a love song, okay? But it actually isn't just about love, okay? It's actually, if you go watch the video, it's about love of a mother and a father's nurturing love, okay? And I channeled this message from the Most High to give to you, for those of you who did not have that, okay? If you don't know the song, it says, just call my name and I'll come running. Oh, just call my name and I'll come running. Ever had a love that you could call on when you're in trouble? Ever had a love who comes to you on the double? There's no need to look no further. I'm waiting here for you. Just call my name and I'll come running. Oh, just call my name and I'll come running. Never have to fear that I won't have time when you worry. If you need me near, just call and I'll be there in a hurry. All you have to do is snap your fingers and I'll appear for you. Just call my name and I'll come running. Oh, oh, just call my name and I'll come running. All right. So, as I was watching the video, this message specifically goes out to those of you who either didn't have a nurturing mother or father, or you've lost that parent. They're no longer with us in the physical. And this, you don't have that nurturing. You don't have that person to go to for advice, for guidance. And you miss them terribly. Okay? Or for some of you, you grew up in an environment, kind of like me, where you didn't really have a nurturing mother or father to tell you, to instill greatness in you, or to make you feel proud of yourself, or to kind of build you up. You know what I mean? And you had to get out here and do it on your own. Okay? The message I want to give to you, when you lose having a nurturing parent, or you've never had one, and you have to become your own nurturer, and you're looking for guidance all around you, and some people are leading you astray, and you're listening to them, and you're not really finding or creating the life that you want for yourself. God wants you to know that He's there for you, okay? And even though you feel lonely, you feel so lonely, because it's like, who can I turn to that I can truly trust for my greater interests? If I don't have my mom, if I don't have my dad, who can I truly trust to love me and want the best for me? And the truth is, guys, the only person that you can truly trust to love you and to respect you and to show you gratitude at the level you deserve it is you and God. You show it to yourself in the physical. God shows it to you in the spiritual. But for some of you, you have a love that is coming into your life to nurture you and to fill in all the empty spaces that have never been filled in before. Check all the boxes that you stopped worrying about whether or not they were going to get checked off. It's real. It does exist. True love does exist. And I feel like we live in this society where we're told to accept less than, have a no strings attachment, have good sex, don't settle down. I mean, if you look at the songs, the music out here, it all promotes just fornication and just sleeping around. It doesn't promote traditional, conventional, healthy relationships. It doesn't promote doing the work. It promotes, I'll just replace that man, I'll replace that woman, but it doesn't promote taking care of yourself and spending time alone with yourself to truly understand who you are so you can discern who's really for you and also attract who's really best for you. Oh, look at that. That's a butterfly. Butterflies are signs of transformation, change. And I feel like a lot of you guys have gone through some major changes in your life. And one of those things is you've had a lack of nurturing in your life. Okay? And I'm here to tell you that in this new season of your life that God is ushering in, He's going to put the right men and women around you so that you can be nurtured. For some of you, it's going to be, you may have an older woman come into your life as a mother figure, or you may have an older man come into your life as a father figure. And I'm not talking about those ones that just tell you, oh no, baby, get as many men as you want, or choose a man that loves you more than you love him. That's foolishness. Okay? Somebody who's truly going to come in and they want you to be happy. They want you to have stability in your life. They want you to be appreciated. They don't want you to spread yourself thin or, go into these relationships that aren't healthy for you physically, mentally, or spiritually. I came across somebody who's in an open relationship. They can do whatever they want. She can do what he wants. He can do whatever he wants. And I'm like, these two people just sleeping around with whoever they want, but yet they come home at night to each other and they just swap diseases. I just think it's disgusting. I'm sorry. And it's not how life is supposed to be. It's just not. And sometimes, when you're in a lower vibration, you think that type of relationship is like, oh, well, it's good because I get to do whatever I want. I'm the woman or I'm the man. I run this. But do you really? Or is it your lust and your body that's controlling your decision-making process? And then the diseases out here are getting so bad, guys. I'm telling you, I told you about the flesh-eating genital disease, and it did come out on the news. I'm going to put the link down in the comments. It did come out. They're just not talking about it because I guess it's not bad enough for them to talk about it. But it does exist, and it did get released. I want to say it came out last year around this time was when they actually first found it, or earlier this year, okay, after the new year. But my point to you is that really the life is that life really the life that anybody would want to live? It sounds glorious because you're feeding your lust, but what about your nurturing, your loving side? Somebody who looks at you and truly appreciates who you are at your core. Someone who, when you make mistakes or you do the wrong thing, they love you enough to be able to heal and be able to say, let's do it again. Let's try. What can we do to make it better this time? What can I do? How can we fix this? I've been in so many relationships where men, they just run to the next woman and they don't even try to fix, when things go wrong, or they don't even try to make it better. They just get another one. But the truth is that I've learned out here, love, real love, can't be replaced. Real value of a person in your life can't be replaced. It can't. So you'll know when you're truly in love when that person is irreplaceable. That feeling that you get from them, the treatment you get from them, it's irreplaceable. It's irreplaceable. And sometimes it's irreplaceable for you, but it's replaceable for them. Which is why, I think one of the things I pride myself on is that I don't say I'm going to treat this person this way and treat that person another way. I treat all the people in my life the same way. I give them the same love, nurturing, affection, appreciation, positive feedback, to feed into them. Some people appreciate it, some people don't. That's not up to me. I can't make a person appreciate me. But if I stop being who I am, then now I have allowed this person to change me, and I can never do that. So I will always give who I truly am in hopes of somebody truly appreciating it and seeing me for who I am. Not for who I used to be, not for who they want me to be, but for who I've truly evolved into. And I'm going to continue to evolve. And I'm going to continue to heal myself and be a healing force to the people around me. And I say this to you because this is the mindset that I pray that you adopt too. To not choose to stay in the past and not choose to stay in hurt and pain, but truly become the nurturer, the loving, healing person that you were meant to be. I was in prayer the other day, and after I got out of prayer, I went into intercession with my ancestors, and I was talking to my dad. And my dad, he's deceased. He is a very peaceful person, a very non-combative person. He did not like confrontation in any way, shape, or form. He just didn't like it. Okay? I was just like him when I was younger. I did not like confrontation. I didn't like combativeness. I could not take yelling and screaming. I just didn't like it, and I didn't think it was necessary. And I remember going to school, and, I used to be bullied at school, and I remember coming home, and, my parents were like, you have to fight back, you have to fight back. And I was like, why? Why do I have to fight? Like, I'm not going to school to fight. Why? They were like, you have to prove to those kids that they got to leave you alone. But why? Why can't they just leave me alone? Why can't the world just leave me alone? Why does the world feel the need to test me, to push me, to see whether I'm not a wimp or I'm weak or this? Why can't I just be me? And over the years after the bullying, I finally realized I didn't have a choice because I was in an environment where I was being made to fight and to become something that I didn't want to. But I had no choice because in order to survive the pit of vipers that I was around and I was in, I had to become something that I didn't want to. And then when I finally got old enough to break away and get away from the pit of vipers, I had to fight to get back to who I truly was at my core. Who I truly was at my core. Which is a person who likes to institute healing and peace and calming down. And I had so much rah-rah energy in me, but that wasn't who I used to be. And it was never who I wanted to be. It was only who I had to become to survive in a world where people are just so ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? So I say to you, if that's the environment you're in, maybe it just means you need to change your environment. As a child, I couldn't change my environment. But as an adult, I could. And I choose now to surround myself with peace. I'm not saying that I can't handle the battle if it comes to me, but I no longer want to be ready to battle in every instance of my life. I've learned to appreciate the quiet. I've learned to appreciate the solitude. I've learned to appreciate my body, my soul, my mind. And in doing so, I have learned that you will attract people to you who do the same. Because you're not alone. Collective, you're not. Okay? So for those of y'all who are especially missing your mom, maybe your mom was your best friend. Maybe she was that person that when you went through things in life, you could always call on her. I want you to know that any of y'all that are missing your mothers right now, they're with you. And they're around you. And they're proud of the work that you're doing on yourself and in the world. And they're also proud that you haven't forgotten what they taught you. And they miss you just as much as you miss them. For those of y'all that didn't have a mother, please know that you have a spirit of God around you, protecting you, holding you safe, nurturing you. And God is going to usher in a woman into your life that will be like a mothering energy to you. Not to replace the mother that you didn't have, but to replace the nurturing that you did deserve to have. Okay? For those of you who have lost your father, and he was a great source of inspiration to you, and he loved you, and he spoke things to you. And for me, I get it. Just know that your father is with you. He's around you. He's proud of you. He loves you. And he wish he could be here to help you navigate some of these sticky situations, or to handle certain things in your life, or to give you guidance, even if it was right or wrong, or for you ladies and men to protect you. Okay? Just know that your father is proud of you, that he's around you. And for you ladies, he wants you to find a man that is better than he was. Not saying that he wasn't good, but he wants you to have more than what he was able to offer. And for my men, if your father is not here, he is proud of you for trying to become a better man than he was. Because that's the goal. And for some of you, they didn't see it when they were here, but they see it now. And they want you to do better than them. Accomplish more than them. Okay? And I'm hearing some of you, your fathers are sorry for competing with you. Because it was never a competition. They were supposed to be lifting you up and preparing you for some real life situations in this world. And they didn't do that. And they're sorry. Okay? Love is a very tricky thing, because a lot of us have damage that comes from our grandparents, our great-grandparents. Our parents carry a lot with them. But I want to tell you in this season that healing that needs to take place, God is ushering it in like a cloud of smoke just flooding the earth. That we break those generational behaviors, thought patterns, belief systems, and we adopt perceptions, belief systems, and practices that honor our body, mind, and spirit, and honor our ancestors, so that we can achieve more and be greater than they were in many areas. So I had to come give you that message, okay? And let you know that your mother, your father, they're still around, okay? And if you need to, say their name. Just call my name and I'll come running. Your ancestors are with you, your mother and your father. For those of you who've been feeling it and you've been questioning whether or not they're around you, they're with you. I feel it so strongly today. And I know everybody doesn't have the gift of mediumship, to be able to hear them. But if you need a word, just hit me up. I'll get you scheduled. And let's see what they have to say to you. Because for some of you, I feel like you need to hear that they're proud of you, how amazing you are, and that you are truly on the path to becoming the man and woman that they were not. Or you're filling in the gaps that they didn't hit, those holes that they didn't quite finish building. You're filling that all in. And you need to be proud of yourself because they are extremely proud of you. My dad tells me all the time, he calls me his little cocoa bean because that's what I looked like when I was born, a little coffee bean. And I love my dad. And he loves me. And I'm blessed to have the ability to hear him every time I need to. Him and my pawpaw and my grandma, Hattie, Henriette. I have a host of people with me, and I would not have made it without them. So I'm sharing my gift with you to give you that confirmation that they are with you as well. And God, they love you so much. I can't even begin to tell you. All right? So that is the message that I wanted to bring to you. I love you guys. All right? Bye.